Everyone, welcome back to Overtime Insights. The Seattle Seahawks traded quarterback Geno Smith to the Las Vegas Raiders in exchange for a third-round draft pick. This move reunites Smith with former Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll, now leading the Raiders, and underscores a strategic pivot for both franchises. Smith's departure from Seattle concludes a 3-year tenure marked by stability but limited playoff success, while Las Vegas acquires a veteran bridge quarterback amid its own organizational overhaul. So let's see what the trade mechanics of this and immediate context of this trade. The Raiders sent a 2025 third-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for Smith, who had 1 year remaining on his 3-year, $75 million contract that was signed in March 2023. Smith's 2025 cap hit is $38.5 million, a figure inflated by prorated bonuses from prior restructures, pose a significant burden for Seattle, incentivizing the franchise to seek relief. Las Vegas, armed with the NFL's second highest cap space, absorbed the contract without an immediate extension, though negotiations could follow. Smith's transition to Las Vegas reunites him with Carroll, who coached the quarterback from 2020 to 2023 in Seattle. During that span, Smith compiled a 28-24 record as a starter, including a 2022 Comeback Player of the Year campaign that revitalized his career. Carroll's familiarity with Smith's skill set likely influenced the Raiders' decision to prioritize experience over drafting a rookie quarterback at number 6 overall. The move also aligns with Las Vegas' broader strategy under minority owner Tom Brady, who has advocated for calculated risks to accelerate competitiveness. Smith's $38.5 million cap hit represented 16% of Seattle's 2025 cap space, an untenable figure for a team transitioning from playoff contention to rebuilding. By trading Smith, the Seahawks cleared $25 million in immediate cap space while incurring $13.5 million in dead money, a net gain that positions them to absorb contracts in future trades or free agency. General Manager John Schneider emphasized the need for fiscal prudence, stating, "We had to reassess our commitments to align with long-term goals." With Smith's exit, Seattle faces uncertainty at quarterback. Backup Sam Howell, who led the NFL in interceptions during his 2022 Washington Commanders tenure, is not viewed as a long-term solution. The Seahawks hold a number 18 pick in the 2025 draft, but analysts speculate they could package assets to move up for a prospect like Colorado's Shedeur Sanders, or they could pursue free agent Sam Darnold, whom sources identified as a leading candidate to replace Smith. The trade follows Seattle's decision to release Tyler Lockett and grant DK Metcalf permission to seek a trade, stripping the offense of its top pass-catching threats. This dismantling suggests a full rebuild, with Schneider prioritizing draft capital and youth over short-term competitiveness. Rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba now anchors a receiving corps in flux, raising questions about the developmental environment for any incoming quarterback. The Raiders' acquisition of Smith addresses an immediate need at quarterback after a 2024 season that featured Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell combining for a record of 7-10. Smith's 2024 stats of 4,320 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions reflect a high-volume passer prone to turnovers, but his 70.4 completion rate and familiarity with Carroll's system offer stability. Crucially, Las Vegas retains the number 6 overall draft pick, enabling them to select a developmental quarterback and address other needs like a wide receiver or offensive line. Smith inherits a Raiders offense featuring second-year tight end Brock Bowers, who was their first-round pick, who tallied 742 yards as a rookie. However, the receiving corps lacks proven playmakers beyond Trey Tucker, necessitating further additions via the draft or free agency. Carroll's run-first philosophy could mitigate pressure on Smith, emphasizing play-action passes and quick reads, a system that buoyed Smith's efficiency in Seattle. Smith's $38.5 million cap hit is the NFL's 4th highest among quarterbacks, but Las Vegas' $63 million in space allows flexibility. The Raiders could extend Smith to lower his 2025 cap number, though such a deal would likely include minimum guarantees beyond 2026, mirroring Derek Carr's 2022 Raiders contract. Alternatively, they could draft the rookie and designate Smith as a bridge, absorbing the 1-year hit before resetting the position financially in 2026. Smith's career arc, from Jets bust to Seattle's Seahawks starter, epitomizes the NFL's volatility at quarterback. His 2022 resurgence of 4,282 yards, 30 touchdowns, earned a $25 million a year extension, but subsequent declines in QBR of 53.8 in 2024 and playoff absences eroded his leverage. Analysts categorizes Smith as a mid-tier starter capable of elevating rosters with strong supporting cast, but insignificant to overcome deficiencies. A profile that limited his trade market to teams like Las Vegas and the Giants. Smith's $25 million average annual value ranks 18th among quarterbacks, below Jared Goff, $53 million, and Baker Mayfield at $40 million. This disparity reflects league-wide skepticism about his ceiling, as evidenced by Seattle's inability to secure better draft compensation despite multiple suitors. The Raiders' willingness to assume his contract without an extension signals cautious optimism rather than long-term commitment. I'd say this was a pretty good trade for the Las Vegas Raiders. Analysts praise Las Vegas for acquiring a proven starter without sacrificing premium draft capital. The Athletic's Diana Rossini noted, Smith provides a floor that Minshew couldn't, and retaining the number 6 pick keeps their options open. Critics, however, highlighted Smith's age of 35 and turnover issues as risks, particularly if Raiders delay drafting a successor. For the Seahawks, it's a little mixed reviews here. While the cap relief is undeniable, skeptics argue the team should have demanded a second-rounder or leveraged a bidding war between the Raiders and the Giants. The absence of a clear quarterback plan further clouds the grade, though Schneider's track record earns cautious benefit of the doubt. Now, since the Raiders have made this move, it's expected that they should target either Arizona wide receiver McMillan or Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty at number 6, pairing Smith with explosive weapons. Now, if Shedeur Sanders is available, they could look at him too and maybe have him on the bench in the beginning and see how. And then Geno Smith would probably be that bridge quarterback. So that could be a possibility as well. Seattle's focus shifts the accumulating assets, with Metcalf likely netting a first-round pick in a separate trade. Schneider's history of drafting Russell Wilson and trading for Jamal Adams suggests aggression, but the franchise's lack of direction at quarterback leaves fans anxious. The Geno Smith trade encapsulates the NFL's relentless cycle of roster construction and deconstruction. For Las Vegas, it's a low-risk gamble, and for Seattle, a painful but necessary step towards relevance. As both franchises navigate the 2025 draft, their divergent paths will test the wisdom of the transaction and the volatile quarterback market that necessitated it. And that's it for our overtime insights. Let me know what you think about this trade. You think this was good for Raiders or good for the Seahawks? Could this be bad for either of them? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more news. I'll see you next time in overtime.